Warthog Princess. Welcome to another Vera Bradley haul and happy Valentine's Day to you. Valentine's, Palantines, Galentines, whatever it is you're celebrating, just share the love with someone today. It doesn't have to be romantic love, just be kind and call it good. You don't have to get into commercialism, and that's it. I'm not going to preach. That's just how I feel about the day. And yeah, I'm maybe perpetually single, so whatever. Again, it's not just about that. Not to me, never has been. All right. The first item, so this is the brand new release stuff, right, that just came out recently. Really Regatta and Morning Shells. So let's start with the Really Regatta. These are the lightweight jogger pajama pants. Well, you know, I love my lounge pants and I love cruising. And I thought these would be great. You know, legit, you could wear them around the ship. I really got them as pajamas for the cruise ship. And on this next cruise in April, I'm doing 2 cruises back to back, 1 week each. And I booked in a star class suite, a 2-bedroom aqua theater with 2 other couples. So I'll actually be sharing a cabin with people. So this is perfect, just to, you know, if we're gonna hang out in the cabin, I can just have a t-shirt and my Really Regatta pants on, just hanging out. I got the 2X, which is size 18 equivalent, supposedly, but actually I think they run big and I'm happy because I got the 3X in one of the other ones and it was way, way, way too big for me. These are too big for me, quite large on me. But they do have a drawstring, so that sizes them back down to what I need. And I just like my pants loose and comfy. I don't like to be hot, I don't like to be all cluttered, especially while I'm sleeping. So I get them extra big on me, and that's just how I roll. These have the elastic waist, like I said, with the drawstring. They have pockets on both sides, and they're very nicely aligned, convenient place, like they fit where they're supposed to be, and you can actually put your phone in there, and it stays in there for the most part. And the bottoms, they are cuffed with a little elastic, but it's loose. It's not gonna crimp your ankle, or, you know, even if you have big fat calves, you know, it's very accommodating and it gives very nicely, but also is sufficient to keep it mostly from rising all the way up your leg while you're tossing around. So that is those, and they are a nice jersey knit material. I really love them, so I'm really glad I got them. I have drawers and drawers of Vera pajamas, but you can always have more, right? Yeah, so I'm just gonna push this over just a little. All right. Next item, and this is in no particular order. This is a mini notebook with pocket in the Really Regatta pattern. It's 160 college ruled pages and does have an interior pocket. I have oodles of these. I like them, and I do take a notebook of this size on all of my cruises. Varying ones. I have other nautical themed ones. I have one that has like Xena on it, like me, Xena, my A10. Anyway, I always take a notebook, so that's a nice handy way to keep it themed. Also, in the same pattern, I've got this piece. Now, this is my first of this style. This is a retail side item, but there is a sort of kind of similar piece on the outlet side, and this is just a stepped up improvement of that, I think. But I wasn't interested in the previous versions, and then I saw this one, and this one I am interested in, and this is great for many things. This would be great for dog walks and walks in general, hiking, whatnot, just to keep a bottle of water handy, because that will fit very nicely in that front area. And depending on the size of the bottle and whatnot, it does have the cinch strap with the locking cinch. So you can, you know, tighten it up and hold it in there. That is not an elastic there, which maybe it should be, but I think it will work very nicely even though it isn't. So I think there's an advantage and disadvantage to having that being elastic or not elastic. But in any case, it's push lock, and there you go. And this is, it doesn't appear insulated per se, but it does have a very wipeable sort of rubberized interior. So it's not like padded and insulated, but yeah, it's very wipeable. This is also made from reactive material. So the bag itself is made from recycled bottles, and it's also waterproof. So that's another benefit. Whether it's water inside or water outside, it will keep your stuff good. It is a crossbody shoulder strap kind of bag. I suppose, depending on your waist size, you may also be able to wear it as a belt bag. You just resize that belt there. This is the smallest it'll go, so if you're itty bitty, that might not work for you. If you're really big like me, it might not work for you. I don't know. I'm not going to try it right now, but I am going to just put it all the way out. The thing about it being a belt bag, though, you'd have to shimmy it on over your head and get it to your waist and then size it because these do not clip off. I think that would be great. They could clip off, and that would be wonderful because then you could also use this as just a pouch in other bags as well without having to deal with the strap all of the time. This is the way I think, yeah. The strap is mounted slightly low, so it will have the potential to roll forward. I imagine if it has things in it, that balances itself a little better, but if it's front heavy, that might roll. I don't think that's a problem though, because when you have it on crossbody, and that is just a little higher than I prefer, I'd like one right here, but actually really good, it's good adjustability, pretty wide range. But anyway, what I was gonna say is that it's anchored against your body, so it can't roll forward anyway. So I don't think it's a problem. And I wouldn't want it mounted any higher to prevent that because that would decrease the amount of zipper that you have to be able to get into the bag. I think this was a nice balance choice of where they placed it. I suppose the only way to do it better or different is to make this pouch a little bit wider and put it next to and let the zipper come down even more to really open that up. I think that may be a bridge too far, but it is a little, you have little itty bitty things you can reach in there. You won't necessarily see that great into the bottom of the bag, but it does have, hi Kelly, come here, come on. Hey, happy Valentine's, yeah. Okay, go. It has 4 card slots in there. And by the way, the name of this, sorry I never said, it's the Reactive Deluxe Water Bottle Crossbody. There you go. Anyway, so that's it. It's a pretty simple bag. You have the water pouch, you have the main pouch with 4 card slots. Use them or don't, that's up to you. And there is a slip on the back. And this is the other reason I love this bag, because here's my 6S Plus phone. It slides perfectly right into that, and it's right at the top, not the very top. Excuse me, I have the hiccups. It doesn't have a magnet or anything, but it doesn't need it. My phone's right there at the top edge, and I can grab it right away and quick access, which I always love. So whether I'm wearing it as a belt, on my shoulder, or crossbody, or just carrying it around, yeah, that works great. You also can, of course, put the phone inside the main pouch if you so desire. Yeah, there you go. So that is a nice bag. I got it for cruising. And I'm probably just going to put it in the cruise box and not even use it until then, I'll be honest, because, well, I have lug huggies to use. Huggies and chuggies. Anyway, okay, let's see what else we got in that pattern before we move on. We got some playing cards. And Vera has come out with a lot of different playing cards over the years. And different forms, different formats, different cases. This one is a cardboard, a nice robust cardboard box with a flip top. So there it is. It's very nautical themed. You could use it for other things. You could use it to hold business cards or other playing cards that fit in here. But you do have a whole deck of playing cards that have the same theme on them. And there's at least the Ace of Spades. I'm not going to open up this plastic until I use the cards. I may or may not take them on the ship, although that is what I bought them for. But I have so many other decks of cards, and sometimes on the ship they get, salty air, or people are eating and drinking while you're playing, and so I don't want my good Vera cards to get all jacked up. That's the truth. I'll play with them in a controlled environment, but I may not travel with them. We'll see. I don't know. Also, the other reason I wouldn't take these as a first choice is because they're lovely, right? But they're not the best quality cards based on past experience. Again, I haven't opened these, but they look about the same. Deck-wise, we'll see. They're not like the nice bicycle cards that are coated and yeah. So I don't think they're super durable. So we'll just protect them and use them for special occasions with nautical friends. At home, maybe. Anyway, TBD. Other things in that pattern. Let's see. I've got 2 more items. The first is the reusable straw set in the Spring 22 Medley. And I got a little ahead of myself here because this is, well, it's a medley. It's got multiple patterns. It has the morning shells, and it has, oh, I don't even know the names of these new patterns. The new mint paisley one, whatever the name of that is, and the floral one. I'm kind of surprised they didn't go with the really regatta in there, like the shells and the regatta and maybe the paisley, but I also could see why they didn't. But I would have preferred it because those are the two that I like better. But anyway, there you go. I have 2 sets of these now, and I will take probably not all of them with me, but I'll pick 3 out of the 2 sets and take those with me on my cruise. And then this is a new item, pen and pencil set. Okay, it's not open, but it's a pen and pencil. One is really regatta and one is morning shells. This is right up my alley, and this totally is going right into the cruise pile for sure. And the mechanical pencil does have an eraser, and it's a metal click pen. Yeah. I don't know which is which, honestly, just looking at them. But that's okay. All right. Then I got a drink hugger, and I have so many koozies or, koozies all over my house, all over my RV. And I don't use them very often because I put drinks into like an insulated mug instead. But anyway, on the cruise ship, I do sometimes have a beverage. Pretty much every day I have a beverage. It might be ice water. It might be a frozen margarita or daiquiri or pina colada or whatever. I like the slushy Coco Loco. That's my favorite one on the ship. But anyway, those, you walk around with that, and if you're, because on the ship it's just one big open bar, and you can walk around with them, or they, they sit there and they just melt fast. Anyways, I just thought that having one of these on me, like as I'm gonna have a little bag on me, even if it's just that little crossbody, I can have one of these in there, and I can actually use it to make me not freeze my hand. Yeah, so that'd be lovely. And maybe keep the drink a little colder, a little longer. Now, trust me, I'm not sitting there letting it get warm. I drink plenty fast. So anyways, I have like 4 or 5 of the Nautical ones now, but this one is perfect for a cruise ship. And it says, make a splash. There you go. With whales and an anchor. All right, moving on to morning shells. I have the Clipboard Folio. I think this is just a really lovely pattern. It's different than anything I've seen from Vera with the nautical stuff previously. I like that it is a navy background, but it's very multi-dimensional. So not only do you have all the multicolored shells, which I think are very nice color coordination and really nice blend of colors and the way that they're blended, but the blue in the background is, I don't know if you're gonna be able to see it, but yeah, I think you can kind of see it. It's 2 different blues. It's like a darker blue and a lighter blue. And it almost makes like a pattern of coral and seaweed, perhaps. It's hard to tell what exactly it is, but that's kind of what it looks like to me. And it gives it just an added dimension in the background as well. And I like the variety of shells that they chose. You've got conch and snails and like clams and sand dollars, all sorts of things. So very cool, very nice assortment. Yeah, there you go. And then the inside, it has a notepad, and when you use up the notepad, you can pull that out. See, it just slides right out, and replace it with another notepad. So as long as this is still durable, you can still use it. I have, 10 of these now. I don't know, I love them. But I kept buying them because they are cardboard and paper. So like this pocket here, this is just a cardboard paper thing. So that's not gonna be very durable. That will rip off pretty quickly in my experience, and maybe it's because I'm a little rough on my papers, but it won't hold that many papers, and it's not going to be durable. I think if this was made of like a plastic material, that would be better for durability wise, but there's trade-offs there as well. But I think they did a nice job with a nice bit of the pattern and just the navy blue. Anyway, the paper is lined, but it doesn't have a margin, and it doesn't have holes in it, so just FYI for looking for those things. And it does have an elastic right here, so you have like a pen holder on each of them. And then on the front, the Clipboard Folio is a very nice metal clip with good snap to it. Those are pretty robust and they last really well. And I like that they're the flatter style so that, you can stack them. And I just stack them alternating. So I put 2 facing each other, and then I put the next 2 facing each other. So I have them like stacked in a folder file thing. And then I can find which one I want at a glance. And then I got the medium Cosmetic. This is recycled cotton or cotton reimagined in the morning shells pattern. And I feel very fortunate with pattern placement because as with always with these items, you have this front pocket sewn on top. And so you have a very good chance in whatever the pattern is of getting a choppy pattern right there because of that. So like if you open it up, you can see the pattern is continuous behind it. That's just a zipper sewn in the middle of that front. But it just so happens in this case, I got super lucky for a couple reasons. I got all of the shell varieties, which is just like perfect snapshot of it. And even though it's slightly offset, it almost aligns perfectly with that top part of the pattern. So, you know, all the shells just kind of line up like where they should be. And it's close enough that, okay, the shell could be broken. It could be just anyways, close. It's very close. And I'm really, really happy because I don't like choppy. As you may have seen as I opened this up, the interior of that front pocket is not lined, but it does have that interior pattern on the front wall, which is the Really Regatta pattern. So these are the partner patterns for this release, which makes sense, nautical to nautical. And then of course the back of it is one solid snapshot of the pattern, and again, pretty good assortment with really no repeating shells, to be honest. So that's pretty cool. Very, very fortunate. Then you open this up. The ribbon zipper pulls are ribbons, and they say Vera Bradley on one side, consciously crafted with the VB recycled diamond on the other side. And that's nice. Then inside it is totally plastic lined. There's the scent strip and the tags in there, but there it is. It's a nice size, you know, standard medium Cosmetic. So great size for in the bigger bags. I do not have a bigger bag yet in this pattern, but there's a couple in my cart of other things. So maybe that will be coming. I'm hoping for President's Day sale next week, and we shall see. I don't have any intel on it, but based on history and whatnot, there should be. Also, if you're interested, the online outlet sale is currently going on. So if you haven't taken a look at that, feel free. Obviously, that's where the really good deals are happening in general. This one is probably, I would say, average. It's not the best or worst I've seen, but there are some really good items, even Harry Potter stuff. So check it out if you're looking for any of that. All right, now the last item I got in this haul is I got another one of these little bag charm for AirPods. I don't even have AirPods, and my Bose earphones, they could fit in here if I take them out of the case, but the case is a charging case, so I don't, and that wouldn't for sure not fit in here. But this is perfect for a pocket back hand sanitizer. It's great for a cord and a charger. It's great for chapstick or gum, little things. It's great for anything little things, hair ties, all sorts of stuff. And again, I got kind of lucky because on a very small piece like this with a big pattern, they didn't really resize it, which they could have done and got more of it on there. But so I got some mostly intact shell bits, so you can definitely tell what they are, and so I'm pretty happy with that. It does have a carabiner style clip and the ribbon zipper pull. You're going to see this again on my next video because I do have one on my bag currently in the ribbons plaid pattern, so you'll see how I'm using it there. But that's it for this haul. I hope you're having a great weekend. Enjoy the game today, and happy Valentine's again. Bye for now.